Okay, so now what we're going to do is show you some of the benefits of using off-camera flash. What we're going to do for this setup is we've got the big softbox here, big square white softbox, which is going to fire onto the subject. But here we've got another flash gun set up with a slave unit attached to it. So what's going to happen is when the main light fires, it's also going to set off the off-camera flash at the back here, and it's going to backlight the subject to give some back highlights to the hair. And that's just one example of using off-camera flash. We're then going to try and just forget the softbox and just take the flash gun and fire it from the side and try and get some dramatic kind of contrasty looks. So first of all, we'll do the one with the backlighting to the hair, but all we need for that is a model. So I'm going to go and get my daughter, and then we're going to take the photo from there. Okay, so we're now ready to take the photo. You can see here my lovely daughter Amber's here to help me. She's going to have her photo taken today. And I'll just run through the settings quickly. I've got the main softbox here. It's a 500 watt light and it's on half power because we're quite close, it's on half power. My camera is set to ISO 200, shutter speed of 160th and an aperture of f8. So we're going to just take a shot now. The flash gun behind is on f8 as well, so it matches the camera. And we've got it switched on, so as soon as this main light fires, the light is going to fire behind and backlight Amber's hair. So if you just give me your bestest, most beautiful smile, Amber. Show me your teeth as well. Whoa! That's lovely, look at that. That's beautiful. Okay, one more. Oh, that's not a real smile. Give me a proper smile. Thank you. Lovely. And you can see there, you can have a look as well. You can see your hair is beautifully backlit. You've got lovely catch lights in the eyes, but the hair has been really nicely lit from behind by using the off-camera flash. So what we're going to do now is we're going to turn the main softbox off and just use this flash gun. So we'll set that up and then we're going to take a quick shot just using one off-camera flash. Okay, so now what we're going to do is take one shot with just the flash gun. I'm going to have to turn the main light off there, but just so you know, the settings I've got, this flash is still on manual but set to f8. The camera's set to 1/60th of a second at f8 and 125th ISO, 125 ISO. So I'm going to switch that light off and we're just going to take one photo and see what it comes out like using just one off-camera flash. You ready, my darling? It's all gone dark. Here we go, that's a lovely smile. You ready? There we go. Let's do one more. Bestie smile. Oh, fantastic. And one more. That's it. Look up at the flash gun. Look up at the flash. See this? Look up at this. That's good. Okay, darling. Thank you very much. Okay, we're going to have a look at. Thank you. You can go indoors now. Thank you, Amber. Thank you very much. You've earned £1. Okay, so what we're going to do now is just have a look at those on the computer and run through everything again, what we've just done.
So here's one of the photos from that last little session. It hasn't quite come out as I had hoped, but we didn't have enough time. My daughter had just got home from school. It was late and she was getting hungry, so we just took a few photos. But you can see how radically different it looks from a traditional straight-on flash shot or even a bounce flash shot. It's much harsher, it's much more contrasty, and given the right kind of subject matter and setup, you can actually get some really good shots from this kind of viewpoint. You're not getting massive catch lights in the eyes, but you're just getting a very different look. And obviously you can use 2 or 3 flashlights and kind of really play with the effect, but it doesn't look so much like a flashlight. It could be light from a lamp or a headlights of a car. It could be anything. So, you know, take the flash off the camera and just experiment with it by turning it around and using it at different angles on the subject. Now, just to emphasize that point, this next shot is, you've probably seen it before on this site, but it was a very long exposure shot of 1.5 seconds to allow this ambient light to burn in behind and the foreground. But what we did use was one big flashlight from the left just to light up the guys here and also light up the seats, and you can also see it's lit up the glasses and put some catch lights in the glasses. So that's another case of using fill-in flash but off the camera. We've used it from the left, not on the camera, and it's not bounced, it's just directly from the left onto everybody else. And we've then allowed the ambient light to burn in as well with the with this long exposure of 1.5 seconds. Let's just have a look at the other photos again. This is one of the shots where the backlight didn't go off, but I still like it. It's still a really nice effect, and for most portraits I'd probably use that style as opposed to anything else. You can see it works really nicely, and all it is one direct softbox light straight at the subject, and it looks quite nice. And then you've got the backlight shot, and again, this works for some people, it doesn't work for others. I quite like this shot, it works nicely, but I would tend to crop it quite a lot. But as you can see, the backlightings work quite well. We've got really good highlights around the head, and the light hitting the subject has lit her perfectly, and you've got really nice catch lights in the eyes again. But I would crop it about to there, and just have it in a frame or something. It kills off the overpowering, some people may think it's overpowering look of the backlight effect. So if you zoom right in, then you're concentrating on the face of the model and the eyes and everything. You can see the catch lights, you can probably see me in there as well, but it kind of just emphasises the face more than the backlighting, and it's quite a nice shot when cropped in that close. So once again, have a bit of a play with that. If you've got two flash guns that work together and they will fire one as a master and one as a slave, work out how to do that. Check online to see how to do that if you've got two flash guns, and check even if they can do that, and then just work out how to do some backlighting, and and put the flashes off camera, put one on camera, one off camera, and just again experiment with the light.